What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of TEW Confrontational. My name is Ty Warkenthien, and I'm here with my little brother, Evan Warkenthien. And we're back with you with episode number 4 of TEW Confrontational. And so we're excited to be back here. We're actually filming this at the
new location.
Yeah, at the mama's house. So we're chilling, spending the day with mama and filming a podcast over her house. So super excited to be here. We like the setup that we got here, and yeah, just comfortable. We're right at home, so we're excited to do this podcast here. And who knows, we might even get a mama patty on the pod. So we'll see what's going on with that, But yeah, we're just chilling here, having a few mimosas, getting our Sunday fun day, baby. Getting our Sunday fun day on here. But yeah, we're just chilling, kind of. Just a Sunday pod feels good. Just got a little sauced up last night. Man.
Oh yeah,
we drank a little bit too much, so we're a little bit slow moving this morning. But hey, we're here, and we're feeling good. We're right back on the train. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Cheers, brother.
Hey, brother.
But yeah, so yeah, we're excited to be here. What do we got on the docket today?
I think we go through just a few things. As of right now, we're watching the Jake Paul Tommy Fury fight, so I think that's gonna be something we should touch on. Other than that, yeah, there's not a ton of sports going on. We can talk about the trades that happened. Russ played his first game.
Yeah, not Clips. Too bad too. What did you get? 17,
14 assists.
Yeah, that's not bad. Did you check? Did you see the rebounds? How many rebounds?
Dude, did you see the final score of that game?
Insane.
It was 176 to 175, and it was actually.
Oh yeah. I did see that. Like Kawhi had 45, Paul George had 38.
Went into overtime.
Yeah, Devontae Graham had like 42, and then Malik Monk had like 45 or something goofy like that.
Yeah, 176 to 175.
Yeah, the second highest scoring game ever in NBA history. So that's pretty neat.
Yeah, it's wild. Yeah, like you said, Fox had 42.
Yeah, Darren Fox. Okay,
yeah,
Darren
Malik
Fox.
Monk had 45.
Yeah.
For the Clippers, yeah, like you said, Kawhi had 44. Paul George had 34.
Heck yeah.
Russ had 17 and 14 assists.
How many rebounds?
5 rebounds.
5, okay.
And shot over 50% from the field. And
heck yeah, that's a way better improvement than he was doing in LA.
Yep.
I mean, he's still in LA, I guess. But this trade, I think, made the most sense. His family's there.
And he didn't have to move, you know. He probably didn't move.
Yeah, and that's where
stay in the same house.
I think that's where he grew up too.
Really,
was in the LA area, so like all of his family's there and everything like that. So it's just easier for him. I thought it was a no-brainer, but that's kind of what we were touching on in like the first or second pod. We were saying, yeah, we think Russell Westbrook is going to get bought out by the Pacers, and then he was going to go.
No, he went to the Jazz.
Jazz, and then he was going to get bought out by the Jazz and then go somewhere else. And LA, the Clippers were on the radar majority of the time. So
yeah, for sure.
But yeah, fun stuff. Yeah, I like. I think this might be his team. I mean,
it's going to be interesting to see if he's able to fit in there. You know, he obviously couldn't fit in with
14 assists. Seems like he's fitting in pretty
just
well.
Fine. First game with the team.
It's a good debut.
It's a great, and they have a great roster too. Like they have
deep.
Kawhi, Paul George,
Marcus Morris, Isaac Zubac Zubac, Mason Plumlee, Trey Mann, or Terrence Mann. And then they have another guy similar, looks like Terrence Mann. I think his name's Trey or something.
I think it's Terrence
Mann or something
whatever.
Like that. But yeah. But
overall,
they're deep. They're deep. I think this is a contender for sure in the NBA Finals. 100%.
Yeah, for sure. Just the addition with Russell. It's pretty good. What else do you want to cover?
Yeah.
If you want to kind of stay on the same sport, kind of the huge surge around right now is Alabama star Brandon Miller being involved in that.
We touched on him. Yeah, we touched on him last pod, just like his stats, like what he's like. I think we said he was averaging 19, 8, and 7 or whatever with like shooting ridiculous percentages and stuff. But yeah, what was the full story? So I heard
So there hasn't been much that's came out about it. I mean, I think it's a lot of it speculation. But I'm not sure. I know that supposedly he met up these two fellas. One already played for Alabama. And he's
basketball
on the bench. Yeah, on the bench. Yep, basketball. And I supposedly he had the gun in the back of his car. He met up with them, and then so now they're saying like he brought the gun to this guy.
But it was Brandon Miller's gun, right? And he gave it to him, or
I don't know. Like
he took it, or
no? Yeah, he brought it to him. Yeah, supposedly delivered the gun right before the altercation where that lady got shot.
Yeah, unfortunately, ended up being a murder with that gun or whatever. The crazy not speculation. There actually was a murder, but just a huge scene going around that. Not 100% sure. He's still playing, so it's not.
So it's still
like he just played yesterday, so I'm not sure if it's like.
Yeah, I know
it's obviously under investigation, but there's no punishment as of now.
Yeah, I know the game after, like when it came out that he was involved. I think he had like 42 points and he had the game winner.
Right. Yeah. He played that same.
And they've been talking about him like they kind of mentioned it, but they mostly said that he was going to be like in the lottery. He's a lottery pick.
Oh, for sure. Like yeah, and that's what we were saying. That he was probably going to be like number 4 or 5.
Yeah, he's great player.
After Victor Wembanyama or whatever.
He's 7'5", or 7'4".
Scoot Henderson's probably going to be 2, or up there with 2. Dariq Whitehead is good. He's probably going to be in the top 10. Sir Thompson, he's going to be probably the top. There's a bunch of this is a stacked class for prospects.
Me and you were kind of talking yesterday that if this does go south,
yeah,
he might not play another.
Yeah, right. Touching a Sir. It's a Men and a Sir Thompson, the two brothers. Okay. So yeah, I just want to touch on a Men, but yeah, it's just crazy draft class. But yeah, that hopefully he can kind of not. Hopefully they can delay it, or I mean, it's a huge shot to Alabama if he can't play during March Madness. You know what I mean?
Huge. He's the best player.
Right. He's probably the best player in the country, but. It's a huge shot for Alabama. They're number 1 right now, or number 2, I think.
2, yep.
And so they're having a great season.
I think they're already behind Houston. Right?
Yep. Houston's number 1, but still, like they're having a great season. This is gonna derail the whole season if he can't play.
I don't think it comes down to more than just basketball. Like this is, I mean, if he does get in trouble for whatever part he played in this. If he played any part at all, it's going to affect his life. Not just basketball, but what we were kind of saying is, if he does get in trouble, he'll not play. His life is just flipped upside down.
Right. It's kind of you see a lot of, kind of young kids get this big name, and they're getting money now, like with the NIL, the name, image, and likeness. So they're getting paid millions. And so when you get young, arrogance. And then with money, and then you're on top of the world, so you're gonna make stupid decisions. It just sucks that.
Yeah. So neither of us have played college sports, right? Mm-mm. And so what I was kind of thinking is like, if I was in that situation, he knows how good he is. He knows he has the chance to go to the NBA.
Oh no, he knows he's going to that. He knows he's going to the NBA.
So why would you even put yourself in that situation where like one little thing could jeopardize it? So I don't know why.
Arrogance is a big thing, man. He probably feels untouchable. He's like, nothing's gonna happen to me, and then reality comes back and slaps him right in the
bites him right in the ass.
Yeah, slaps him right in the face. Is like, what'd you say?
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's crazy. I'm excited for March Madness. Who do you have winning it all? You think?
Honestly, dude, I haven't paid attention really to college basketball a whole lot this year. I know Duke's not doing well.
No, UNC's not great either.
That's my that's what I would usually say would be Duke. But not this year. Houston's just full of dogs, bro. I remember back in 2010, like the NCAA 2010, March Madness 2010, that video game. And you play with the Houston Cougars, and you have Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Steph Curry, and you can shoot anywhere on the on the court, and it's going in. So that was a fun game. Shout out NCAA. I'm kind of salty that they didn't continue making more NCAAs, but maybe they start. Did they come out with an NCAA?
I don't think so. No,
maybe not.
No,
but I'm assuming with this name, image, and likeness that they'll come out with and put like names, because in college they didn't. They just had like numbers, like number 30 shooting guard, number 30. You couldn't put names and stuff on,
which is cool though too. Like now these guys can make money. Just it helps pay them for their like. Well, most of them are on full rides, but some aren't.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the kid from Pierre, Lincoln Keenholz.
Yeah, going to Ohio State.
Yeah, and he has a name, image, and likeness deal. I don't know how much it's worth, but I mean, still getting paid right out of high school, and you're not even like you have a good salary. I'm sure his name, image, and likeness is over 100,000.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And who pays for that? Like.
It's whatever I think your
sponsors or like
it's sponsored. I'm not sure who he's sponsored
by.
Like,
do you get deals and stuff with like different like?
Yeah, like I could sign with like
Frosted Flakes or like, but
but we're like say in Sioux Falls, like I could sign with I don't know, Who Hot. Could be an athlete of Who Hot, or it doesn't have to be like.
So is it
or Gatorade, or
is it with other like companies, or is name, image, and likeness just like?
NIL deals, but they promote you like you're an athlete. Like there's NIL deals. I mean, Barstool signed a few.
Right, NIL deals, and so they are. So just say Barstool, right? They Barstool's paying these people, and then they just use them as like.
It's like a promotion, yeah.
Right, they just use their name, athlete, image, and likeness to. I guess that makes sense. It's very. The name says everything, name, image, and like. So they buy the rights to use their name, image, and likeness.
Correct. Yeah. Okay. And then they get paid out.
Yeah.
Lionel Messi.
Yeah. So we have the Jake Paul and Tommy Fury fight on. I think it starts like,
So I think the prelims. The main card's already started. I think that.
Oh, the main card's already started.
Yep. So I think they're in Australia, I believe. I don't know. I could be wrong, but. Jake and Tommy are supposed to fight at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Okay.
5 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, and right now it's 2, so we still have a couple hours. So we're just watching.
Probably not going to be on the podcast while we're watching the fight, but kind of something to have on.
Yeah, and we'll touch on it next week too. In the next episode, we'll obviously talk about the results of this fight. But
of course, I mean,
do you like? You said it's Jake Paul, right?
Yep, Jake Paul. Everybody's waiting for Jake Paul to get his ass kicked.
Right.
Everyone wants him to like. A lot of these people are going to watch this.
So Jake's the older one, right?
No, he's the younger one.
Younger one.
Yeah, I think he's 24. 20, maybe he'll be 26 actually.
Okay, but then Logan, he does the WWE. Yep. Who's the one on the pod? Is that Logan?
Logan, yep, Impulsive.
Okay.
Yep, Logan Paul.
Jake's
older one.
Younger? Yeah. He looks older.
Yeah.
He looks like he's the.
Yeah, he's the problem child, dude.
Looks fucking huge. Like that dude. That's the one with like the like. I know they both have tattoos, but
no,
he has
don't.
like.
No, Logan doesn't have tattoos at all.
Oh, he doesn't. Mm-hmm. But Jake's the one's that's all tattooed. Dude, he's a dog.
He's 24, I think, or 25 maybe.
And he's undefeated in boxing, right? But
6-0.
Okay. Yep. Logan, the older one that does the.
He fought Floyd.
Yeah, okay.
But he's not a fighter though.
Right.
Really. I mean,
he's in the WWE now though.
He is in the WWE. Yep.
And that's pretty cool. Yep. He does crazy shit. Didn't he like tear his ACL shredded his knee up?
Yeah, I think it was like
and then like 2 months later,
I think he was doing like a frog splash and
And then 2 months and then 2 months later, did you see like the two people jumped off the top rope and collided, clotheslined each other?
Yeah.
That was 2 months after his ACL surgery.
Dude, those brothers, I know a lot of people like to hate on them, but they have a lot of talent.
Oh yeah,
not just in the sports world, but like
they're athletes.
They're marketing geniuses.
They're genius. Yeah. I mean, who can say they fought Floyd Mayweather besides the 48 other
rounds,
people?
And he went the whole distance.
Right.
Which is impressive. He didn't get knocked out.
There was a little controversy.
I know that. Yeah.
But everyone's gonna bring that up.
Let him stand up. Let him stay up.
Like he held them up and stuff. Yeah. Like everyone's gonna fucking. You watch that fight. It was a battle. And those, I like the Paul brothers. They're dogs. I feel like they're very athletic, and
this is the first time that
people just hate to see a YouTuber go out and.
Yeah, it's going from the YouTube world to professional sport.
Not even
dominating
like Disney. They were on Disney Channel and then YouTube, and so everyone just wants to not see somebody go from that to being able to. Oh, now you think you can box and
exactly.
Be in the UFC,
they don't like
but then
that,
then they actually succeed, and then it's like. oh shit, now I gotta hate on him even
like
more.
10 years ago, they just came out with this. Jake was doing like, and you're watching Disney Channel when they do like the little wand thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's pretty crazy. Good for them.
Yeah, they've been balling. I mean, you gotta pay respect where it's due.
Oh yeah. Making money, living in they have nice ass shit.
Yeah, so Jake Paul was the richest or most paid athlete under 25 this past year. He made like 46 mil.
You coming up here? Okay.
Just off boxing.
Thank you. Sit down.
Just off boxing made 46 mil.
Lay down. Okay. 46 million. Yeah, that's not off boxing in his own 6 matches, you said?
1 year, dude. That's 1 year.
In 6 matches?
Yeah. Well, I think it was 5.
5 matches and
4 maybe.
Did he do them all in 1 year or was it spaced out?
No, I think he had I think he fought 3 times last year, maybe 4. I think 4 times last year. But he was highest paid athlete under 26.
That's nuts.
And he started boxing 4 years ago.
Right. Didn't he say he wanted to do like an NFL tryout too?
Yeah, I don't know about that, but
he said he has nice hands, bro.
Yeah.
But who knows? He that would just be a slap in the face to a lot of people though.
A lot of people that worked hard for it, like just having somebody go into a sport and not even
prepare. If you're talented, if you can do it, then why wouldn't you? Like, that's just, I don't understand.
Right, but
it's the same thing with like, not to go off topic, the same thing with like, and I do think education is important.
Yeah.
But like college and high school, they teach you they don't teach you really anything in real life, you know?
Not
like
real life
you
situations.
Could go, yeah, I don't want to hate on anything, but like if you specify in one thing for a year or like just dedicate a year, 2, 3 years to one craft, you're obviously gonna like be an expert in that craft.
Yeah.
So why not just do that right away? Kind of like those not tech schools, but kind of like tech schools or like those colleges where it's just dedicated to like electricians or
like it's like
a trade school. Yeah. So like they have certain category, like you can go into it like be an expert in that category.
Exactly. Like there's like woodworking or like not carpentry.
Right. And
it's a 2-year degree.
I wish college was more like that instead of being like, I mean, it is, but
they had the option though too.
Yeah.
Because this is college. A trade school is college.
Right.
2-year degree.
Right. Yeah. I get that. But like when you go to a university, it's basically, you pick your major, but then you're starting all back over in like high school for the first 2 years with your generals. So it doesn't, you're just doing high school. Like it feels like high school all over again. And it's just, I wish I would have like went into something that I wanted to do. Like actually focused on one thing or like one general topic and then deep dive into that. Like, so like, for example, like you said, woodcrafting. You go into woodcrafting.
You start carpentry.
Right. Or not woodcraft. That's like witchcraft and shit. But carpentry, you focus on that. You start doing trim. You like putting up trim. You start doing shit and making a table, or like you start actually doing it.
Yeah, they don't really teach you much about that. And like if you pick like, I don't know, I took mine's human development. My major.
Yeah. So what was like?
I mean, the first 2 years are just
generals,
regular class. Yeah.
But then when you what was that class like? Was it like?
I mean, I had multiple classes about it's kind of like a combo of classes, but like they just teach you about like kind of more youth people. Like I went to like be a counselor, so like they teach you about like children growing up.
Do like
the stages of life,
like kind of like a sociology or a
Yep. So I got social psych.
Yeah. So like those are kind of like your expertises into that major.
I think the biggest thing was like because I took 3 or 4 classes of sociology.
So sociology is pretty interesting.
It's very fun. That was my favorite class.
Psych would like that would be an interesting class too. I mean, I took that, but it was in high school, or like it was like, wasn't there a class that was like social and psychology like and combined?
Yeah,
I took that class and it was interesting. And then in college I took another sociology, and it's pretty interesting to just go talk about different cultures and diversity.
Exactly.
And stuff. So it's very interesting, and we live in such a small bubble. Like we think Sioux Falls is like a big city, or like if you haven't been out of Sioux Falls, you think Sioux Falls is like, hey, this is pretty big.
Well, I mean,
people
that don't live in Sioux Falls, like they're from a small town. They come to Sioux Falls, and that's like their Minneapolis. That's like their.
But then when people in Sioux Falls go to Minneapolis, they're like, holy shit! Yeah, the
Sioux
place
Falls
is
isn't
huge.
That big, yeah.
Right, and then there's cities bigger than Minneapolis too.
Exactly. Yep.
So it's like, think of that as like, think of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's just nuts. We're so small. We're just a speck, and the world's huge. Is it flat or round? Is the Earth flat, or is it?
I'm not a flat earther.
No,
I'm not.
But there conspiracies.
Is there a time I can take a break?
Time you can take a break?
Yeah, so
just go piss, bro. If you gotta pee. This isn't. Yeah.
Well, same.
No, we're not even gonna cut this, bro. Just go pee. Children, I swear. Oh yeah, it's good mimosa. Yeah, 4 episodes in, man. We're excited and just gonna keep grinding.
All right.
Who's that young boxer? He's like 19. I can't remember his name. Yeah.
Canelo?
No. Canelo? No. It's like he's like 19 and he's undefeated. Yeah, why can't I remember his name? That dude's a dog. They were saying, like, I was watching a podcast or something. They're like saying Jake Paul gets a lot of beef for not fighting like real fighter, like or like they're out of their prime.
Yeah, the retired MMA fighters.
Jose Canseco. Yeah, Jose Canseco. I mean, he's like what, 55 when he fought Jake Paul?
No, they didn't fight.
Or was that Logan?
I think it was Logan.
Oh damn! I get those two mixed up all the time.
Too.
But you know what I mean. So Logan, who fought Conor McGregor?
Nobody. Not one of those
guys. Floyd fought Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just thinking, what's that young kid's name?
I know who it is. Ryan Garcia.
Yeah, because so like they were saying,
it was on the tip of my tongue the whole time.
Yeah, they were saying if Jake Paul wants to like be known as like a boxer or a good boxer, like fighting actual competition, he's got to fight an actual person in their prime that's actually doing it right now.
And he is.
Tommy Fury is gonna be a fun fight. His brother Tyson Fury is a dog, so you know that
I think they're half brothers. I think they're half brothers.
Yeah, still got the same blood, or they're half, right?
They're half. Yeah, they have the same dad, I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I'm excited. I think that it's gonna be a good fight.
Mm-hmm.
Different for Jake too, because like he's never fought like an actual boxer. He's fought.
Right. This is a big test. I mean, this is gonna. I mean, it is a big test, but it's gonna kind of. But it's all of his fights kind of show what he can do. Yeah, but he's been proven in every fight. Like
I think it's gonna do 5 rounds. On the 5th round, it's gonna be a knockout. So,
you think Jake Paul's gonna knock him out?
5th round knockout. Yep, I do.
Damn, that's crazy.
Oh, let me pull this up here. Keep talking.
Boxing.
I'm gonna pull one thing up, and it's pretty damn crazy, dude.
Boxing's tough, man. Like
it is.
I knew a kid. Remember Logan Rupert? I used to play football with him, like in 3rd, 4th grade. Dude, that kid was
a boxer now.
He was a prodigy when he was like 9 years old.
Really?
Like in the boxing community.
So what's he do? Where's he at now?
I have no idea, but I'm just
shout out Rupert.
Logan Rupert. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
But no, he was doing like at age 9, doing like 300 push-ups a day, and like he was grinding, bro. And he was a dog running back too. He just
what I was gonna say, I was gonna bring this up is Drake put $400,000 down on Jake Paul knockout. There's no round. Just Jake Paul by KO. Yep.
Yeah.
So his total stake, what he put in, was $400,000. Estimated payout if he does get it is $1.4 million.
Hell yeah, dude. Dude,
that's a lot of money for Drake to put on Jake Paul. They must be buddies or something.
Yeah, but Drake does that all the time. Have you seen his when he does podcast, when he does roulette and shit?
Yeah.
Dude, I was watching an episode of one of his, I think it's a podcast, but it's more of like they just talk and then gamble and then smoke hookah and stuff, so it's pretty chill. But I was watching one of them, and he was playing roulette, and he put his total like stake or like what his bet was. Yeah, he was putting like $985,000 down on the roulette table, and then when he would hit, he would, if he on the number, he would make like 8 million.
Yeah,
like
that's crazy, dude.
Yeah, it's nuts.
So much money.
But he didn't he hit like a 21 million not jackpot, but roulette number one time? Like there's that YouTuber that clip, he just hit 21 million. That'd be nuts.
Yeah, on top of the money that he already makes from music.
Right, and there's like, have you seen those guys? Like obviously Steve will do it. There's a bunch of other people.
Yeah, I love Steve, dude. He's awesome.
Yeah, I know. I'm sad that he got banned off of YouTube.
Yep. And now they're saying I was watching a podcast, the Full Send podcast. They had it was kind of like a internal one where they had like a Steiny on. They had Brad on.
Yeah.
And they're talking like they can't even have Steve in their videos.
Right. Or else they might get like
taken down. Yeah. So like there's no exposure.
They said that he can be in their videos, but he can't be like
play a big role.
Yeah, main character or whatever.
Which is, I don't know. Dude, that sucks.
Basically, and then they said if they do have him in their videos, there's a chance that they'll get banned. So they're not even risking it. Like that's so unfortunate. You're breaking up friend groups and like family. They were like family, dude. They lived together.
Steve, I honestly think I know Kyle built that, Kyle Forjard, but Steve was a huge part.
him and Jesse before.
Now Jesse's on his own thing. I think he has like the Sunday.
Yeah, I saw that like introduction to his new like chapter in his life.
And you get a hefty payout too.
Oh yeah, if you're selling
hefty payout.
If you're selling, what did he have? 50% of Nelk?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Or 25 or 33.
No, I'm guessing it was 50 because those two built it like. Yeah, I used to watch it back in the day.
But they had a manager, like their manager started it with them. Like
he
he
probably didn't get half the half the money that the company's worth, but like.
And I don't like. I understand. Like they didn't do him dirty. I don't think. I think it was a mutual thing. But then Bob Menry, I was watching one of his podcasts, dude. He's pissed.
Yep, he didn't get
like
paid.
He's still mad about it. Like so he went on that rant on like his Instagram live or whatever, his stories, and was like blowing up, and like I thought that was
he supposedly got wronged and didn't get paid his money.
But Nelk's saying they didn't, and like so the thing is, I was watching his pod, so he got like. So he's supposed to get like
So I think it was
1% of the podcast
revenue, or like
and the ad revenue.
Ad revenue, yeah.
But they weren't. So he had deals like with. So you know how they used to have like different things in there, like they didn't have Happy Dad, or they didn't have Full Send and stuff like that. But then once they started getting that stuff, then they started just promoting that on their channel or on their podcast and not anything else. So he's not making the revenue because he wasn't he's not a
part of the Happy Dad.
Right. So so I don't think he got wronged. Like I
think he did. I think that I don't know. I don't know, dude. Like
they just outsmarted him, kind of.
Pretty much, yeah. He got out fool. He was being a fool.
Yeah, I mean,
he got fooled.
Yeah, he did get fooled. But back to Steve Will Do It. I love Steve Will Do It. He was doing great things. Okay, yeah. What do you got?
We're talking about Nelk.
Yeah, what do you got?
Estimated have a net worth of $100 million.
And that's just net worth isn't. That's what'd you say?
Made.
What'd you type into Google?
Nelk worth.
That's just Nelk.
Yeah, that's just Nelk. That's not Happy
That's
Dad.
not Full Send. That's not.
No, Full Send is like a trademark. Like their Full Send podcast, but the company is called Nelk.
Okay.
Like that's like when they do like they do all their like used to be funny videos and shit like that. That was Nelk. Now they have different. They have side projects. Full Send podcast, Happy Dad.
Yeah, so they had Nelk, and that's what Jesse was a part of, and then they created Full Send.
Yep. And their group is called Nelk.
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty. But yeah, Steve, dude, he blew up in like 1 week or 1 month or whatever of him like creating a YouTube account. He already had 1 million subscribers.
Well, he used to do like crazy eating videos, crazy drinking videos.
Right. I was watching.
Kyle found him. He's like, dude, this would be a good guy like for our brand. And
you know, So he kind of did the same thing that one guy, Shoe Nice did it. He would just chug like 1 point handles of alcohol, like multiple handles of alcohol in one video.
My question is, I mean, this might be a dumbass question,
and that's kind of what Steve was doing.
This might be a dumbass. Okay,
but here's so Shoe Nice kind of started doing that. Steve started kind of not copying, but kind of doing the same thing. And then, like, as Shoe Nice was Steve's like idol, like he looked up to him, he wanted to be like Shoe Nice, and they actually had a challenge together. They met at like a burger joint, and then they had an eating competition who can eat the most burgers.
Really?
I thought that was pretty cool. But
so no, I just want to know your thought. So when they chug these, obviously they throw up right after. There's no way they're getting drunk at fucking
three in the morning.
Or 3 in the afternoon, my bad.
I can't even take a shot of tequila without fucking gagging.
I know.
So it's like, how do you, I don't know. Maybe you would think they throw up. Like I
think they do it, and then I think they have to forcefully.
I don't even think you forcefully have to.
That can kill a person how much alcohol they're consuming in that short of time.
Right. That's that's nuts.
But nothing on them, dude. I like watching their videos.
Dude, I love that shit. Isn't that funny? Like the most enjoyment we get is like out of the pain and like shit of other people. Like
not really pain, dude. I mean, but
when you watch a video and somebody like eats shit, you're dying. That's what ridiculousness. You know the ridiculousness. Yep. It's just all videos of like stupid or people doing stupid shit, and then it's just hilarious. We get enjoyment out of other people like doing crazy shit to their bodies or like eating shit or getting scared. Sure. Like it's just So it is great entertainment.
I'm gonna open this bottle.
Yeah, go for it, man.
Set this down here.
It is great entertainment though, and 1 million subscribers in a month.
Yeah,
that's nuts. Mm-hmm. We have, what do we have, 11? And we've been on here for about a month. We have
I don't know if I can open this. There we go. I'm making a mess.
That's all right. You want some Los? Get you. Oh.
Let's go.
You want some, Loli?
Do you want a refill?
Yeah, I'll take a top off.
Quiet.
Yeah, it is. I like it here. It's nice and quiet and.
It's the crib, dude.
Yeah, it's home. Here, I thought you said you were gonna top me off, bro.
That sounded gay.
Yeah, true. No, pause. But I thought you said you were
gonna. My right hand too. I don't know if I can do it. There we go.
Oh yeah, keep going.
There we
go. I don't need any orange juice. There's already orange juice.
For sure. So what do you got? What kind of topics do you want to talk about? I do want to touch on one thing, but I'll let you go first. Do you have anything?
No, you're kind of running the show right now, so you go ahead, man. What do you got?
I kind of want to talk about since obviously off season, NFL.
Oh, NFL
not much going. Not much going on right now.
How did Aaron Rodgers do on his retreat?
Love that shit.
Did he come out? Has he spoken?
Hasn't spoken since, but I'm guessing on Tuesday he'll be on the Pat McAfee show because I think Pat McAfee starts up again on Monday.
Hell yeah. I've been missing the Pat McAfee show the last week and 2 weeks. I didn't know what was going on the first week. I was like, dude, why is Pat not posting any videos?
Vacation, man.
Yeah, so he's down in the Bahamas. But going back to Aaron Rodgers, so when did he go in there?
I don't know the exact date. Like day he went in, I think it was Friday or Saturday.
Well, he was in there for 4 days. 4 days, 4 nights. Yep. When did he get out? Tuesday?
Yeah.
So then
Saturday.
Yeah,
Saturday morning probably.
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything. I'm excited to hear what he has to say about.
I'm surprised he hasn't come out and said anything. Like everyone,
he's probably waiting for Tuesday.
Yeah,
Aaron Rodgers Tuesday.
Yeah, but we were talking about this on the last episode. Like, I can't even really be at home by myself for too long, or else I go crazy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Imagine being in the dark. But like you said, like explain to them what the situation was, or like what the room was like, because you told me.
So it's a queen size bed. It's it's in the middle of nowhere.
Right. So it's in a secluded area in the woods, I'm assuming, or like in.
It kind of looked like that. It was in the middle of woods, in the middle of nowhere. It's just a little shack, to be honest. It looks like a dungeon, to be honest. kind of the layout of the room was just a queen size bed. It had a pillow type thing where you could meditate.
Oh, like a yoga mat or like some type of
yeah, it was a pillow, yeah, kind of like that. And then there's a bath that I could see in the picture. And then the only opening was just through the door. So that's where they.
So there was a little window on the door too.
It's not a window. It's like it's blacked out.
Oh yeah. So that's how he got his food. They would open that door. They delivered like a jail thing. Like
they delivered that
through the cell.
The food through that. Yeah.
Okay. It was more of like
I didn't really. I mean, there's only 4 pictures out there, but I don't know. 4 days is a long time.
Yeah.
That's what 96 hours, right? I don't know. That was
yeah. That was 48, 72.
Yeah. I think it's 96 hours, 98 hours. I don't know.
Well, 72 plus 24.
Yep.
96. So yeah, 96 hours in complete darkness and solitude.
Yeah, like we were talking about, no phone, no. I don't think there's I don't think he brought books. Perhaps you can't fucking read. Right. Maybe he can. I don't know.
Dude, shut the fuck up.
He can do anything. Dude.
Nah, bro. But just imagine, like, okay, you go out to a restaurant, right? These days, 75% of the people are on their phone, and like, I think it would be a good idea. I might like just shut off social media for like. I've heard people doing this, like, especially like famous people, because they get a lot more feedback and
everybody
criticism.
Everybody's
So like the famous people, they just said they shut off Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, TikTok, all that shit for like a month.
It's a good mental reset.
Right.
And I've never done it.
Yeah, social media is a great thing, but it also is a evil.
Yeah, like, I mean, I've kind of thought, like, I know I've seen some things where like the best thing to do is not. What can impact your day is if you wake up, open up Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever it is, and seeing something negative, it kind of plays out your day.
Well, not even just negative, but as soon as you wake up, you're already comparing your life to somebody else's just by scrolling. Like, oh, she's pretty. Oh, he's ripped. Oh, he has nice things. Oh, she has nice things. Like, yeah, you're comparing your whole, and I just don't.
And hopefully, our youth, like, we're youth, but like, I'm saying, like,
well,
the next generation, they're being influenced by just like, social media models.
Kids
whatever,
these days, if they don't have an iPad in front of them, they start freaking out or something. So yeah, it is kind of, but also social media is a huge.
It's a huge platform. It's very beneficial.
You can make a whole bunch of money off of it. You don't have to, you can.
There's people that don't even leave their house and make millions, a lot of money. Yes.
So I mean, it's a huge platform, but it also is very, very evil thing that everyone has access to. Yeah. And they can post whatever they want without really any repercussions. So I mean, what I'm curious about is, what is the suicide rate ever since, let's just say, Instagram, or we can even go back to MySpace, but like, Bebo, MySpace, what the increase of suicide rate?
Very significant, I think.
You would think, right? Just like the cyberbullying and shit like that. Like, it's not okay. Like, we're, like we just said, we're tiny ass specks on this earth. So what gives you the right to say this person is this way and not nobody should? Let's be, you're ugly, you're this, you're that, you're
behind the screen and saying all that mean shit and affecting, like, they're saying that, not even thinking about the consequences of like what on the other, whoever's on the other side of the screen is receiving that, and how it is affecting like their
actual because they don't have any repercussions. Like,
no, because they're behind the screen. They're not. I mean, they think they're not going to get any consequence, like get in trouble for it.
Yeah. So I mean,
and I guarantee 95% of those people that do that probably wouldn't do it if you were face to face. They wouldn't say that type of shit.
And they wouldn't want that to be done on, like, if they were that on the
receiving end. Yeah, they wouldn't want. Yeah, right. I still don't understand it.
Goes back to the golden rule: treat other people how you want to be treated.
So. Damn right. I think that you kind of said there's some negative things. Obviously, there's a lot of negative things about social media, but there also is a lot of cons or pros.
Right.
Like, there is beneficial things that you can.
You can spread awareness.
Access to internet kind of creates, like, you're able to learn so much. Like, changing a tire, you can go to YouTube or whatever, and like, there's so much shit you can learn without even,
dude.
Just
exactly
go to Safari and like, look up or Google, whatever. Yeah.
I did not know how to edit a video. I did not know how to even what equipment to get for this podcast. I went straight to YouTube and I typed in how to start a podcast. What equipment do you need?
Step by step, yeah.
Yeah, and so yeah.
So they're
internet alone changed the whole entire world.
Yeah, it's very informative.
Right, and we were kind of having this debate over yesterday, and you were saying, obviously, you were trying to call me. I didn't answer. I was like, they invented texting for a reason, and you were like, well, they had phone calls before. It's it's more reliable or whatever.
What I was saying is I was like, answer your phone. That's the reason you have it. And you're like, well, that's why I invented email and text and whatever.
Yeah.
And I said, what do you think those, like, back in the day, what do you think they were saying when they were sending a text or an email? Answer your phone.
No,
please
dude.
Talk to me. Like call me. We can have a conversation.
So
I'm a big phone call guy. I want to hear your voice. I want to,
right.
I want to speak to you. I don't want to speak through text. I'm not a big texter.
I get that, but texting is, or not even just texting, but emailing, or like now we have social media, like posting information or like spreading information without having to worry about like if they're able to answer their phone or not. Like what if they're like, you can pass information and they're going to get it no matter what. Mm-hmm. But if you if you call them and they don't answer, they're not going to get that information.
Like something like,
but you can leave a voice. Yeah. Besides the point.
Crazy to think like what's transpired. Like,
dude, you
got DoorDash. They just text you like, "Hey, your food's here."
Yeah.
They don't call you like, "Hey, your food's here."
Just right, and they send you a picture. They send you a picture,
or it's an alert like,
right,
your food has arrived or whatever, but your dasher has arrived or whatever. But
right, but I mean, just think about this, dude. We're gonna be. So, have you ever seen the movie Ready Player One?
Yep.
And so it's like a whole virtual reality.
And you put on a suit and everything, and
right, but we're already.
I think I went to that with you.
I don't know. I don't think I ever went to in theater. Maybe we watched it at my house one time.
Okay.
But the thing is, we're already there. We have VR goggles, the Meta Quest or whatever.
Have you done that?
I have not. No. I've put on. I've tried them one time, and there was a zombie, like a Call of Duty zombie game that I played, and it was pretty sweet.
Is it pretty realistic? Like they're coming at you.
No, yeah, you get scared kind of, and like, but I've also seen like. I'm on YouTube all the time, so I search up random stuff, and like they have it where they record the VR, and then they have a recording of them like, you know what I mean? So like they're recording, so just like now, so they're recording, this camera's recording us, right?
Yeah.
But then they also have it to where they're recording the screen on their VR, because it's just your phone. It's just your phone that they sit on top.
That was disgusting.
That burp. Yeah, no. Hold on. I'm gonna go let Lola upstairs quick, so she stop whining. But
we'll be right back.
But no, yeah. So we're already halfway there. Just imagine in the next, because how fast did it go from like the brick cell phone? You know, the brick cell phone where
I had one. I had one. It didn't work, but mom gave me it, and I just saw. I was like,
when you were a kid, you just wanted a phone, and so exactly. But how fast did it go from like that brick phone all the way to iPhones, touch screens, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that advanced in like 10 years. It was 10 years before.
So I think this is a great transition. Should we bring mom down here?
Hold on. Yeah, maybe. But I'm going to, maybe. But yeah, so like
have her talk
the
about
transition, how fast, just imagine VR. VR's been around for what, 4 years maybe? Like the very first start of it, maybe 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, I'm not sure when it was introduced.
And then just imagine when it just takes off, and we're going to be in those body suits and like.
I can't wait.
Go to work.
I can't wait.
Like you can, like they're going to be able to, like, that's why they have NFTs and like Bitcoin and like shit, like, because you're going to end up probably eventually one day going to work at your house, but you have that suit on and you go to work, and like, I swear to God, I bet you like
eventually. What do you? How long?
I swear to God,
that's like that is like.
It's a lot closer than you think. I swear.
What do you think? 20 years?
It's gonna be in our. It's gonna be in our lifetime for sure.
Yeah, I'll be 80. What am I gonna get in a suit,
dude? But then when you're 80, you put on the suit and you can create your avatar to be back when you're 22, like nice, 21, man. And you can look however you want. So like, I know this is kind of sketchy, but the catfish out there, you know, like the 40-year-old men that are sitting in their mom's basement, and
like I said, behind a screen,
right? And they can change. They can change their. They can change their whole image. So it's going to be a lot of that. But Yeah, Ready Player One. If you haven't seen Ready Player One, watch that. That's a
go watch. It's a great
dope movie. But yeah, I'm gonna
Lola
upstairs.
Go grab mom.
Yeah, I'll go see what she's.
Just say she's hopping.
She might
like
be
10
sleeping,
minutes.
but yeah.
Dogs are like children. Gotta let them up. There it goes. Yeah, but it is a great movie. I do like that movie. Just the advances that we've made in the past 12, 15 years is crazy, I think. Just having all those advancements and stuff like that. I don't know, it's gone by so quick, and just if you actually like take time to think about it, it's crazy. Like, so the advancements, like from cell phones, iPhones, it's wild. No. She said no.
Yeah. We'll get her on.
Well, sorry.
Like
sorry to disappoint you guys.
We'll get her on a whole episode, so it's not just like 10 minutes of her talking. We'll get her on like a whole. We'll do a whole episode with Mama.
We'll have to plan it like 3 weeks prior, so she's ready.
She's a busy lady.
Mm-hmm.
Got a lot of stuff going on.
Yep. What we kind of left off on is like, the VR. Never had that experience. Like, I've never put the goggles on and shit like that, but I want to. I think it'd be fun.
Oh yeah, like, have you seen those videos where they're like, they put on the VR goggles, like, but then they break their TV or like they throw a punch at somebody?
I think boxing would be fun, and it's a workout too.
Like, yeah, they have fitness classes, mm-hmm. Like, so when you do Pilates at the gym, you can do it right at your home. So I think it's a genius. It's very genius, and I can't wait for it to become like a thing. Because right now people are like, oh, I'm not.
Yeah, I mean, are those expensive to buy?
It's like $300, $299, I think, for the MetaQuest 2.
So I don't want to switch topics, but it's kind of the same thing. So you have a Switch, right?
The Nintendo Switch.
Do you play that often?
We used to a lot, like when we first got it, but now we don't really play with it at all.
I think I might have, if you were willing to sell it. I think I might have a buyer.
Why?
If Danny wants to buy it.
Oh, really?
Or he wants one, and I was like, well, Ty, I don't think Ty uses his.
I actually won that from my old job.
Yeah, and I think what are they worth? Like $300 too.
They're $499.
Yeah, so I mean, who knows? Danny would like to buy it, and I think it'd be fun to have that at our house too.
Right. I might start using it more. I mean, I have a bunch of games on there. Like I got Mario. I think
Mario Kart would be fun.
I got Mario Kart on there. I got a whole bunch of games on there.
Yeah, I know there's like a certain game it's like called Drunken Mario Kart.
Oh yeah.
So like you play a game like and
it's
you race.
Beer
kart, yeah.
Yeah, where you do.
If you lose, you drink or something.
You have to finish your beer before you cross the finish line.
Really?
And you can't drink and drive. So just imagine, and there's 3 laps.
So you have to set the remote down and.
Yep, you can't drink and drive. You have to set the remote down. You can't be drinking and driving at the same time.
So what is your technique to do that? Like, what would you do?
I slammed my
right
beer.
Away.
I chugged the whole thing right before.
As they say, like 3, 2, 1, go.
And I chug my beer. Like when everyone else is driving, I chug my beer.
Then you try to catch up.
And then I
do you take you start out the race, get ahead enough to where you can slow down a little bit.
Right. And you can, it's a strategy game in a sense. Like you can stop after every lap, like every time you cross the finish line or like start, take a big pull, before you even start, take a huge pull, go right when you cross the first lap or the finish line of the first lap, take another pull. When you cross the second time around, finish it, and then you finish the race.
I don't know. But my technique would probably be get ahead and then try to choke my beer. I don't know.
You're gonna end up losing, brother.
I don't know about that, dude.
I'm a G at that game.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
We'll have to set it up here.
Dog. But no, Ashley's pretty good too. Do it, and then with that, you can't use like the joysticks. You have to drive with the thing.
Yeah, they're like steering wheel. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, you have to drive with it. But some people don't have this. But you have to drive with the controller. You can't use the joysticks, you know. You can't use your thumbs. You have to actually steer.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
That's what makes it way more fun, I think.
Yeah. No, Super Smash Bros. That's Mario. That's fun too.
But
Super Smash Bros.
Boxing would be fun. Fencing. Imagine fencing.
In VR. Yeah. Fencing, bro.
I'm a big fence guy. Yeah. I do want to touch on something, kind of getting back on track is talking about the NFL. Like I said, it was the off season.
XFL, bro.
Yeah, there's
AJ McCarron, old quarterback from Alabama.
Isn't he balling out, or did he get benched?
I don't
know. A former NFL quarterback got benched.
I'm not sure.
In the XFL.
I don't think it's AJ McCarron. He's balling out for but then
I think
also also Josh Gordon.
Yep. He plays for the Seattle Sea Dragons.
Something like that. And then Martavius Bryant. Do you remember him? He played for the Steelers, I think he played for the Giants. Martavius Bryant.
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
Yeah, I think he played for the Jets too. Yeah. Maybe that was Plaxico Burress. That played for the Giants, the Jets. Yeah, he's the one that shot himself in
God dang it. He was good too.
I like Plaxico. 17. Yeah. Plaxico is nice. But no, what did I say?
Bryant.
Des Bryant. Yeah, not Des Bryant. Martavius Bryant. He played for the Steelers. Fast as his 40 was like 4.3. Like he's fast.
That's flying.
He's in the XFL. Like
there's a lot of good players that are playing.
Yeah, and it's just a second opportunity. It's kind of like the G League for NBA.
Is. And then there's there's CFL, and I think Johnny Manziel played
CFL Canadian. Yep. And then
now there's that
overseas.
Now there's that indoor.
The arena, they have IFL and AFL.
What's that one where I think Bob Menery's a coach or manager? So the fans call it's fan controlled football league. So like the fans call the plays.
Yeah.
What's his name played on it? What was I gonna say?
Johnny Manziel.
Johnny Manziel, yeah, he was a quarterback in that league.
Wasn't that another XFL? Didn't they call it XFL?
No.
I swear. I swear they tried starting the
IFL.
XFL a couple times, didn't they?
It's IFL. They did, yeah.
They tried starting the XFL a couple times.
Finally,
and Bob Menery. Bob Menery was a part of the first or second come up of the XFL.
Maybe, but he's in the IFL now, like indoor, or like it's not IFL, it's like fan control football. Mm-hmm. But no, The Rock just recently, like a year ago, bought the XFL, and now he's running it.
Right, and
I think he's gonna make a big difference. I think he's a really big businessman. He knows how to run businesses.
Right. Did you see the speech that he gave?
Yep.
And he was like saying the reason why I wear number.
And he was wearing the football jersey.
Yeah, the reason why I wear number 54 because I never made the 53-man roster.
That's pretty
so
cool.
I'm always the 54th player, cool. And then that's what he's giving all these guys an opportunity to be the 54th player and
maybe have a chance at making.
This is just like I guarantee you, this is just like the NBA and the G League where they're gonna probably have those 10-day or 2-way contracts.
Yeah,
like just
eventually they will. Yeah,
I guarantee they're gonna have those 2-way contracts, or maybe they'll bring them up for 10 days or like a game. Put them on the special teams or something like that. Yeah,
see how they play.
And then I guarantee that's gonna how it's gonna kind of end up working. But
what I was kind of saying is when I brought up the NFL offseason, kind of slow, but shout busting with the boys. Taylor Lewan.
Yeah, he just got
released. Got cut.
Did you see that Jeffree Star controversy? It wasn't necessarily controversy. Did you watch the?
I didn't watch the podcast. No,
I watched a little bit of it. Jeffree Star is actually pretty fucking cool.
Yeah,
I guess I don't know him, but and obviously he's a little out there, but he's actually pretty cool. Like just listen to him talk.
The controversy of him because he was hanging out. He's hanging out with an NFL player, 6'7", big dude.
Jeffree Star was,
and then Will Compton said, "Oh, this is Taylor."
Yeah, well, so the thing was, Jeffree Star posted a picture of a guy's ankle, like his foot, and is just a picture of his ankle, and with no context, and he's like, I'm in Wyoming with a NFL player or whatever.
Yeah, I know.
And then Taylor Lewan tweeted, "Am I in Wyoming?" ? So he was trolling.
Well, it started because the reason he said that is because Will was because he wasn't on the podcast. Taylor wasn't on the podcast, so like Will said like, yeah, he was. That's definitely Taylor because he's not here.
Yeah,
that's funny.
Then it was a dope pod. They had they looked. Oh, it was the week of the Super Bowl. That was pretty sweet.
No, but like I said, get back on topic.
But Taylor Lewan got cut from the Tennessee Titans.
He's a 3-time Pro Bowler.
He's looking for a new job.
Yep,
looking for a new team to join.
He's not gonna have a hard time, and he's I think I don't know if this is correct, but like 9 years with Tennessee.
Up, get up there.
Come here, Los.
Go up there. Up, get up there.
But like I was saying, 9 years, it's a long time to be with one team.
One team. That's pretty impressive. You don't see a lot of you don't see a lot of people hanging around a team for 9 years. So that's cool. And then 3-time Pro Bowler. And then you also told me Robert Woods got cut.
That will be Packer fans. That's a huge addition if we can grab him. For sure. If Rodgers stays.
Right.
It's all dependent on Rodgers, and I think
hey, can you Lola.
No more squeaking.
Yeah. I'm trying to interrupt the pod. If you want to be on it, just talking to Mike. What do you got to say, Los?
No, but off season is very slow, and I think that Rodgers will be the first quarterback first domino to fall.
Like as far as like going to different teams and stuff.
I mean, Packers have the leverage now. If Rodgers does want to leave, do you think they try to snag like Derek Carr? I mean, they may not start Jordan Love. Who knows?
I just can't see you putting that much time and not necessarily money because he's still on his rookie contract, but you draft him first round to kind of like say, hey, we might start moving in a different direction here by drafting a quarterback in the first round.
It happens.
And then you don't even he sees the field a total of maybe 8 games. Like he's probably played in 8 games.
And that's including preseason.
Yeah, that's including preseason.
Yeah, he's probably seen I think he's
been
seen
in
the real game.
Playing time.
2 games.
Like not preseason, like just
2 real games that actually matter. So yeah, I kind of
get where you're coming from. When did Aaron Rodgers get hurt?
Last year.
And how many games was he out for?
1.
Oh.
He started against KC.
Yeah.
The final score was 13-7.
Yeah.
Chiefs.
I remember that.
Who knows, dude? I'm excited to see but I do think that Rodgers is going to be the first domino to fall, and it's going to kind of affect the whole NFL, to be honest.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of different like we said, the quarterback carousel is just nuts right now. There's a lot of different quarterbacks going potentially going somewhere else.
So what if this happened? I don't know if it's like gonna happen, but like Rodgers goes to Las Vegas, and then Derek Carr goes to Green Bay.
Yeah, I don't think that's happening.
Never know, because Rodgers. I mean,
well, there's not a trade.
I don't think Devontae's not.
It wouldn't be a trade.
Yeah, I've heard Max Crosby considerations. Max Crosby going to the Packers,
but
and a few first round picks maybe.
Would it be a trade? Isn't Derek Carr's contract up?
Yeah, he's done. He got cut.
Right. So it wouldn't be a trade.
It wouldn't be a trade. No, what I'm saying is like if Derek Carr went to Green Bay after Rodgers went to Vegas, and then Rodgers teams up Devontae.
I like Derek Carr. I like Derek Carr.
Black and silver.
Dude, I've seen like how they do the Photoshop edits of the jerseys, and I've seen him in a Raiders jersey. He looks pretty good in it.
Yeah, dude. One of my favorite players. If you were to pick like your favorite player besides like a skill, like a quarterback or skill position, who would you pick? Like your favorite player ever, retired, still playing, whatever. Not skill position, so not receiver, DB, quarterback, running back.
You can't do DB.
No,
like Sean Taylor.
That's a skill.
Or Ed Reed.
That's a skill position.
So it can't be a line. So basically offensive line.
D line, linebacker.
Linebacker.
Who's your if you were to name just say 2, maybe 2, if you can think of them.
Jimmy Klein-Saucer. He was a fullback. Does that count?
I don't even know who that is.
You don't know who Jimmy Klein-Saucer is? I don't think so. He was a tight end. He's for Minnesota Vikings. He's a fullback, tight end.
Of course, Vikings.
Jimmy Klein-Saucer, man, probably one of my favorite all times. He's kind of like Kyle Juszczyk for the 49ers.
I know who that is. Yeah.
Yeah, he was kind of
the only fullback still in the league.
Yeah, right. Like actually at fullback. I mean, you have CJ Ham. You have fullbacks, obviously, but actually utilizing the fullback position, not a whole lot of teams do that.
Yeah.
Besides the 49ers and sometimes sometimes.
Fullback is a great position.
Right.
Remember, who John Kuhn is?
Coon. Yeah. Who did he play for? The Steelers or Packers?
The Packers. Yeah. I wouldn't have said anything if you played for the Steelers. No, but you're gonna. So Klein-Saucer, who else? Kyle Juszczyk?
No, I like Brian Urlacher.
Oh yeah,
Ray
damn
Lewis.
right, dude.
I mean,
Brian Urlacher.
But I would think those guys would be I know you said like skill players, but I mean the linebacker is a skill player, man.
I mean, to be honest, every position is.
Right.
But like what they consider is like receiver, running back, quarterback, DB.
Yeah, I
is
suppose.
A skill.
Yeah.
But no, I have to say
Ray Lewis would probably be
Ray.
One of my top, like, because I grew up watching Ray Lewis just
dominate.
Kill anybody that came in within 5 feet of 5 yards.
So I would probably have to say one of my favorite players is Max Crosby.
Max Crosby is fun to watch. And I do like watching Max Crosby.
He's a great player. One of the best in the league at his position. But it's more of his backstory. Like, was addicted to drugs.
Right.
Got on the right track. Been sober for like, now it's like got to be 3 years.
There's a lot of people on the 49ers like that. Darren Waller.
Max Crosby's on. No, why am I saying Max? Isn't it? It's Max.
Crosby. Max Crosby for the 49ers or for the Raiders.
Kicker, yeah.
But a lot of. I mean, Darren Waller was. He said he was high every college game that he played.
Yeah. I like him too.
I like Darren Waller, but
now we get back on that track. Rodgers for Darren Waller and Max Crosby.
For them, so then you send those. I don't.
And you get those two.
That's way too much money.
Yeah, I mean, he's worth $60 million. He's supposed to get paid $60 million this coming year.
Who, Max?
No, Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, but Max Crosby, he just got paid by the Raiders. He just signed a new contract. Like, he just got paid like $200 million.
Yeah, but if you get rid of, I don't know how it works, but if you get rid of Rodgers, is that like, I mean, obviously, like, you have that money, you can take over Crosby's contract. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but yeah, I can see Aaron Rodgers going to the Raiders, but I don't see them getting any big names for him. Like, they'll trade picks and stuff like that. I don't see any big names moving with a trade. Trade deadline, is it? Yeah.
I don't think it's not even close.
No, season's halfway through.
Yeah, I think it's like about halfway through the season.
Yeah, and the season's not even begun yet, so I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I don't know either, man. Welterweight champ. He's a welterweight champion.
That's crazy, bro. Boxing.
I don't watch a ton of boxing. I mean, I know there's like Ryan Garcia,
Manny Pacquiao.
I don't think Pacquiao still fights, does he?
I think he fought like one last fight like a couple years ago.
Floyd just fought. It was like, I don't know if it was an expedition or whatever. It
might have been just for a charity event or something like that.
But the guy went 8 rounds with them, so like they went the full 8 rounds, which is pretty impressive. I mean, say that as an accomplishment, going 8 rounds with the best fighter in the world.
Dude, just walking into a ring with Floyd would be an accomplishment. If you can get on the same stage as Floyd Money Mayweather, then you've done something good or correct in your.
But what did Logan Paul do? Like, how did he get the opportunity?
The business,
businessman.
Yeah, that was just a business venture.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It wasn't necessarily a business venture. I think at the time it was, but then. I still think it was a business venture.
I think it was too. It was a money grab for both.
And it was Logan Paul that fought Floyd, right?
Logan,
not Jake.
Logan.
But Jake got into it.
Jake's an actual fighter. Like, he's a pro fighter.
Yes.
Logan's not.
Not in boxing, in WWE.
Yeah.
Professional actor.
What do you got on your mind there, big dog?
No, I mean, we hit the XFL. I want to touch on that because there's some ballers that down in the XFL that are playing, and it's fun to see that. I'm wondering, like, so Josh Gordon, obviously when he came into the league with Cleveland,
had some issues.
But not the first couple of years he didn't get in.
He was a baller, and then you never saw him for the next.
Then the next 4 years he flip flop teams, but now he actually has an opportunity. I don't even know if they do drug tests down there, like down in the XFL.
I have no clue, but NFL did pass a law, I feel like. So now I think you can, like, marijuana is not legal, but like
they don't test it for it. I think maybe not, but I know they don't.
They changed the rule right after they suspended Josh Gordon for a year.
Yeah, that sucks. But
baller, he had a lot of talent, but never got the opportunity really.
Yeah, unfortunate, but so just I do like that, but also the rules of the XFL.
Yeah, a 4 point.
So yeah, you score touchdowns, 6 points. Obviously, you can go for one from 5 yards away. You can go for two from 10 yards away, and then you can go for three from 15 yards away. I don't think they kick field goals.
Do they not? I haven't watched one single snap.
I don't think so.
I know it was on last weekend. I plan on watching it, but I did not.
But then the thing is, like, so AJ McCarron, I was just watching these highlights. They were down like 15, right? Yeah. Los, don't do that, baby. So they're down 15, goes down, scores a touchdown, goes for three, got it. So now they're down like 6, right? So they need the ball back and they need to score a touchdown. There's only like a minute or two left.
Yeah.
And so instead of kicking an onside kick like you would see in the NFL, they got to go a 4th and 15 instead of an onside. So they converted that 4th and 15, ended up going down, scoring, going for 1 or 2 or whatever, and winning the game. I know
it's pretty cool, makes it a lot more interesting. But like, I'm just so used to like just how football is played. Traditional football, like,
right?
You know,
but I do like.
It does make it more probably fun to watch. That's probably why they came up with that rule.
And I think there's gonna be a point in time where those kind of rules kind of segue or not segue, but go into the NFL rules.
Look at that pour. That was perfect.
Yeah, but I think those rules are gonna kind of insert themselves in some way, shape, or form into the NFL. Bubbly.
Hear that? Shh.
But I do think that it's gonna like. Instead of going for an onside, what's the percentage of getting onside? Like 2 out of every 100 onside kicks, you maybe get it once or twice.
Me and Reef were just talking about that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, it's very low.
But then, what are the chances of converting a 4th and 15? Are they equal, or is it easier to convert a 4th and 15 rather than recover an onside kick?
Probably. Oh yeah, of course.
You would think because you have
because more of all in your hands. Like,
yeah,
it's up to you. Like the kick's
kind of lucky at some time, but it does take skill to make that go pop up in the air and shit like that. And then you have to run down, lay a couple guys out, and then you have the receiver. Yeah. So I mean, onside kick is highly unlikely to recover, but we have seen it recovered. So it's it's not impossible.
So when you played play ball, would you ever recover an onside?
Dude, I was the kicker.
Oh shit! So you didn't? Did you recover one?
I never did.
Yeah,
but my teammates did. Yeah. I've kicked a couple successful onside kicks.
So we were just talking about that. Me and Reef and Dunny was there. And saying about onside kicks because we were talking about the XFL too. And I got one against Washington, and then we were talking about TP. TP got one and returned it for a touchdown.
Can you progress an onside recovery?
No. Unless you go for a touchdown, you can't be touched. In high school, if you're touched, you're down. He returned it for a touchdown. Never got touched. When I got mine, I got touched, so technically I'm down. Play stops.
That's weird. I didn't think you could like progress a fumble. I know you can progress a fumble recovery, but an onside kick, I didn't think you could progress that from the point of recovery.
So I think it's you're kind of maybe right. So I think when mine. I don't know if it touched. Once it touches another player, which is a fumble, right?
Right, on a kickoff. I think the
play stops. But if it's past 10 yards, nobody touches it. I think you can pick it like that's still after 10 yards. It's a fumble, considered a fumble. So I think you can pick it up then. But once it hits a player, I think the play's just dead. And
no,
I don't know.
When it hits a player, it's still it's a punt.
It's a fumble, yeah.
But even after 10 yards on a kickoff.
So I don't know because they stopped mine. Like I was running and they stopped mine, but TP returned it for a touchdown. So I don't know what.
Yeah, I have no idea.
We'll have to get TP out here. Give his side of the
story. I just saw the Pearsons at the new Italian restaurant here in Sioux Falls, Maribella's downtown. Just saw them.
Yeah,
said hi. I talked to Amy and Pat for a little bit.
Great family.
Yeah, love Pat.
What else you got to talk about? Any ideas? What do you want to talk about?
And so going back to March Madness, just right around the corner here.
When does it start? March 14th, I think.
Like the second week in March. I think.
Yeah, so pretty. I think close. I think 2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks.
I think they create the brackets in 2 weeks, like yesterday. 2 weeks from yesterday, so next 2 week Saturday.
Yeah.
Is the selection day where I think
what's it called, Selection Sunday?
That sounds Saturday, I think.
Oh, I think Sunday.
But I think they pick all the teams to be in the 64 teams to be in the tournament, and then a couple of those playing games. They make those selections, and then because NCAA tournaments, like the ACC tournament, the SEC tournament, Big Ten tournament, I think those are all coming up next week. And so
I know you said, we kind of touched on it a little bit before. Like, who do you got? Who do you have winning? Like, pick a team right now. Like,
I like Houston.
But that mean Jesus.
I think
you're gonna pick the number one team right now to win it.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm going Kansas.
Baylor looks good. Baylor was up on Kansas by like 14. I think we touched on one pod, but 14. They were up 14 against Kansas in the first half, and then Kansas ended up coming back. But Baylor looks good.
Dude, I'll say it again. That Grady Dick, he's a fucking baller.
Kansas, but Kansas is always good. Bill Self is a good head coach.
Oh yeah. I know that. Baylor's good. They played Friday night. They played I think they're 9 or 8, and they played like it was 8 versus 9. Good game.
Texas. I think it was Baylor and Texas.
It was Texas, yeah.
Texas number 9. Gonzaga, who has been good the past 4 or 5 years. They're number 12 right now. They still have that one dude with the mustache. Who's that? What's that guy's name?
Oh,
you know who I'm talking about though? The mustache.
What's his name?
Long hair. I think
I know it too.
Yeah.
He's a senior this year, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, this is last year.
What is his name?
Look it up. But yeah, so he just they just went, so they have the most seasons with 16 or more wins, or 25 or more wins. No, their 25th consecutive season with 16 or more wins, or it might be vice versa. 16 consecutive season with 25 or more wins.
It's Timmy.
That's
Timmy
Wood.
Name, Timmy.
Oh, who's Timmy Wood? He went to Washington.
I don't know who that is, but his name's Timmy. Drew Timmy. He's 6'10", 235. I don't know, that popped up, but
yeah, dude,
he's a baller,
and he can shoot too. Mm-hmm. But yeah,
I would take Gonzaga.
Gonzaga's always up there.
Who played for Gonzaga? Did Kemba Walker play for Gonzaga?
No.
Who did Kemba Walker play for?
UConn.
I was get those mixed up.
Yeah, he played for UConn. Baller, by the way, at UConn.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Did they win the national championship that year? I think they did.
I don't know. I remember seeing one game that it was Kemba, and he banked that.
It was like good. I think that was to go to the championship.
Yeah, jumper, and he banked it in.
Yeah, that was to go to the championship, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
I just got a text here, by the way, that Craig's gonna be home in a few minutes.
Heck yeah. Yeah, we're doing a grill out here. We're gonna be grilling some burgers.
We're in South Dakota, and it's 38 degrees out now. We feel like it's summer.
Yeah.
But driving through downtown or driving through town, you got people with their windows rolled down.
Yep.
And it's 38 degrees.
Yeah, it's crazy because
but everybody, in
the summer, when it's 60,
if you're from South Dakota, you understand it. Like,
right.
Roll windows down.
But no, going back to NCAA, I think what we want to do, and I'll post the link in the description, but I'm gonna create a bracket challenge for anybody that wants to join that listens to the pod.
Yeah. So how are you gonna do that? You're just gonna have them like
it's gonna be on. I think I'm gonna go through ESPN. Create a league, and then I'll put the link in the description, and then I'll put the password in there too, because it's gonna be a private league. Obviously, it's not gonna. I mean, we can make it public, but that'd just be weird if you had random people.
Everybody can join it. Yeah.
But yeah, we'll figure out that. But anyway, we'll post it in the description, the link, and then the password, or if you need a password or not, we'll post everything in the description. But I think it'd be fun if we got like 30, 40, 50, who knows, 100 people in the bracket challenge. Yeah. And then you just create your bracket on ESPN app and all that fun stuff. And yeah, I think it'd be a good time to get you guys engaged with like us too. I mean,
and I think it'd make the podcast,
Oh yeah, we have something to talk about every week, and then we can go through who's leading, and so I think it would be fun, and we'll keep track of points obviously and everything, or the app will, but we can kind of go through the leaderboards and like who has the most points and then who has the most projected points, because obviously teams get knocked out and stuff. Like,
what is the when you start? What do you know? Like the actual how much points you're projected like when you start?
I think it's 540 on ESPN.
540, yeah.
Or maybe on ESPN they go by thousands, but it's like 6,400. I think it goes by amount of teams. I think it's like 6,400 total or 640 total points.
Yeah,
is what you could potentially if you get every game.
And then every game, I think it's kind of cool because then every game you lose, it goes down, so you know how much you like.
Right, what you could potentially end up if the rest of your games are correct. Then you see the projection. But yeah. So we'll create that, but we'll put that in the link, and if whoever wants to join it,
guys. It's gonna be fun, and
and if we want to, we can do it for money, or we can just do it for free.
Do it for I think just do it for fun, and then I think that we kind of make a deal. Whoever wins it is coming on the podcast.
Yeah, I think what we should do is just set $100 aside and just give the winner $100.
Yeah, so it's not, you guys don't have to put any money in,
but the winner
will get $100 from us.
Yeah. I think that would be pretty cool, kind of like a giveaway.
And the winner does come on the podcast.
Yeah, the winner comes on the podcast.
Why they chose the team.
Right.
What do you think?
Or what was your strategy? Did you do you even watch basketball, or do you just pick the colors of the jerseys?
We've had a few of those.
Yeah, for sure. And we do one with the family every year, and the girls, for some reason, always end up finding a way to win, even though they don't know anything about basketball. I think we overthink it, and it's
I think going to kind of not switching topics, but same type of thing, like fantasy football.
Mm-hmm.
Man, dude, I think I went 3-12 or 2-12 this year.
Right.
And Mom's won it. Mom's been in top 3 the past few years.
Geez, I think it's all luck. I mean, there's a lot of luck, never predict injuries and stuff like that, and it's fantasy is a lot of luck, but it's still fun to.
Yeah, it is fun. And it makes you follow the sport or game more intensely, I feel like.
Oh yeah, you want your player to do well.
Yep.
All that good stuff. It sucks when you have a player so you're a Viking. I'm a Vikings fan. You're a Packers fan.
Yeah, don't ever say I'm a Vikings fan.
I didn't. But yeah, you're a Packers fan. But it sucks when you're playing the Vikings and you have Dalvin Cook on your team, and it's you want him to score touchdowns, but you also want the Packers to win. So you're you cheer and you're like, God damn it, at the same time.
So what I did this year, I always put I think I drafted four Packers players,
mm-hmm.
and so I always whenever they play and I'm playing against another team, I always have to have them starting. So I just follow that. I want the Packers players in my lineup.
Right. I think you had Allen Lazard, Aaron Jones, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I had last year I had Robert Tonyan, Bobby.
Yeah, unfortunately for him, he had that injury, and then
he had
this year he didn't do anything.
Who knows? He might get released. Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of things are going to happen in the NFL. Every team's going to be different next year.
Yep, and I'm excited to see Deshaun Watson play a full year.
Right, and we touched on him the pod before, but it was he only threw for 150 yards each game, and he never
nothing fancy, nothing huge, nothing great.
I think he only threw or ran for a total of 4 touchdowns. Mm-hmm. Granted, he only played 7 games, 7 games, but and he wasn't acclimated with the team. But yeah, it'd be fun to see him with a whole off season to work with the team, and then you get a whole season out of him. Yeah, that'd be fun. I do like Deshaun Watson, the way he he's kind of like Lamar Jackson. I mean, we don't put him on that.
He's a dual threat.
We haven't
he's
seen
a dual
him.
threat.
Yeah, for sure. But in Houston, he was balling out. He was, but he did have D-Hop too. So that's a nice weapon to have on your side.
I think D-Hop's a free agent this year.
He's not staying. No, he's with AZ still, isn't he?
Yeah, he's still with them. Yeah, right now. I think he's a free. I think he will be a free agent, or he's going somewhere else. I did see a little article or a clip about that.
Maybe. I do like D-Hop though.
My thing is,
that was a good pickup by you. Drafted him in fantasy this year, knowing he wasn't going to play for the first 6 games, but then he comes back and goes for 28 points.
He got suspended, right? 6 games for PEDs.
Was it PED or it was a drug thing that wasn't allowed in the league. I don't know if it was performance, and it might have been, but I know he's been in trouble with that kind of stuff on and off.
He's been, I think,
But when you're putting up numbers like that and making catches like that.
He used to be like the top receiver, I thought.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think he's
top five for sure. He's top five, but
he was he was arguably one of the best. And I think like,
oh yeah, but he's still top five. Kind of
had not an off year, but like, no, I'd still consider probably, I don't know, Devontae the number one.
I mean, yeah, he didn't change. Tyreek's up there in the top
Tyreek's
five.
up there. Who was it?
Like you could put Tyreek at number one, honestly.
Maybe it's very close. Like
he's pretty fucking good, dude.
He's very good, very fast too.
And he switches teams. Doesn't matter what team he's on. He's gonna put up the
same with Devontae, dude.
Yeah, same with Devontae. You're right. So that's what I'm saying. 1A, 1B.
Devontae didn't have a starting quarterback the last 5 weeks. Like quarterback he came to play for or play with.
Yeah.
I think Craig's here.
Is he?
I don't know. Sounded like it.
Yeah. I know I saw Lola go up and she's pretty keen with that. Mike Tyson, baby.
Oh yeah. I'm excited to watch this, dude.
So yeah, we're watching the boxing main card. Is it the main card right now? This is the main card,
yep.
We're just watching the boxing rounds. But yeah, Mike Tyson was just on the screen. Love Mike Tyson, just a legend, but he was on the Nelk podcast. Dude's sucking down shrooms like it's his job.
Yeah, he took a
handful of
shrooms and he's just chewing on them.
And he has it out in like a candy dish, like sitting like in the like a candy dish. He just takes a handful and starts chomping on them.
And then you're just sitting there the whole podcast.
Yeah, dude. Imagine is he tripping out or like?
I don't know.
It's not the only pod he did on with Nelk. He did it on with Impulsive with Logan Paul.
That's the one you're thinking of.
Also the Nelk one too.
Yeah, I know they like
or the Full Send podcast. But yeah, a dude, and he smokes hella. Like he's always has.
Did you know that
shrooms and lights up a joint?
I can't remember his name. I don't know. Him and another like ex boxer came out with a gummy, like THC gummy.
Yeah,
it's an ear because he bit the guy's ear off.
Holyfield, Evander Holyfield. they
came out together with
it. Was like a gummy
it's
with
THC.
Is it a chunk taken out of an ear? Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome.
You just pop it in and welcome to the ride.
Yep. Speaking of rides, dude.
Speaking of rides.
Last night was a wild ride. Holy buckets.
It was fun. Yeah, got together with some friends and had a few brewskis.
Yeah.
Good time.
Low key, Rush. We were at the Rush, and Rush is low key a great spot to.
It is. It's always busy. They have
Dart League almost every night. Yeah, great food, big beers, like the big handles, like the 34 ounces or whatever.
Dude, they're huge.
So looking for a spot to go, check out the Rush if you've never been. Great spot. They redid it so that tornado that came through Sioux Falls like 3-4 years ago destroyed Pizza Ranch, IHOP, the whole middle of Sioux Falls, Central Sioux Falls.
Yep.
It destroyed the Rush too, and they redid it. And when was that? Like 4 years ago, maybe?
No, I think 2 years ago.
Yeah, recently. It wasn't too long ago, but yeah, 2, 3, 4 years ago. But they redid the inside, and it's pretty nice. And it's not huge, and the parking isn't great.
They have really good pizza too.
But yeah, they have good food, big beers.
Yeah, if you're ever looking for like a cold beer and a good pizza, I'd go there. It's pretty cheap too. Reasonable, prices are reasonable.
Oh yeah. Yep. And one of our good friends that we were with last night is a bartendress. Was that what you would say? Bartendress?
I think still a bartender.
Yeah, whatever. Female bartender.
I know there's like a difference between like waiter or waitress.
Right. Bartendress.
Bartendress.
So yeah, she works there. She works there occasionally. She not full time, just
Stage. I know you're watching this
once a month or whatever. Yeah, shout out Stage.
So you know she's watching this.
She'll be watching for sure.
Oh, yeah.
She'll tune in. She's a good gal. Savannah Schofield and
shout out Sav. She won in singles. She won first place
in darts. Yeah, up in I think it was in Madison or something or Watertown or something.
I think Watertown sounds right.
Yeah, and she won first place in female singles. So heck yeah, congratulations, Savannah.
Exactly, yeah.
Brought home some cash, and there's a lot of money to be made in darts and
anything like that, like pool tournaments.
Pool.
Shout out Papa Work. He just won $1,200 in a pool tournament this past weekend.
Up in Aberdeen, I guess. Yeah, today.
So congrats to Papa Work.
Yeah,
I still can kick your ass in pool. So
taking home about $1,300. That's all. There's a lot of money to be made.
And it's not even just like
those kind of
people
games.
enjoy doing it. Like I enjoy doing it. Those type of
ever since like I stopped playing or like bar Olympic type games.
Ever since I stopped playing sports like in high school and shit,
you need to have something. I've
kind of gone to like more like hit the bar sport, like pool, ping pong, darts,
bowling.
Oh shit, I am good at bowling. You're pretty good too though.
But yeah, no, it's just like something to fill that competitive drive when we're not actually physically playing a sport or like being in a competitive, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just, and it's fun when you get together with like your buddies and play a game of pool or a few games of pool.
Oh yeah, it's bar. Yeah, you can chit chat, sip on beer, and just shoot some pool, man. You can do that with darts, anything. Shuffleboard.
Oh, that's
shuffleboard is fun. What's going on? Hank's barking?
Somebody barked. Yeah, I think Craig might be home.
Yeah, possibly. You want to have him on, or should we wait to have?
I don't know. I think we should bring him on.
Should we?
I think so.
Yeah, we can maybe bring him on here. I just want to check and make sure everything is still good to go.
Yeah,
as far as time and everything.
Go ahead and check it, and then I'll go hop out and see if Craig's here.
All right. Well, let's close this section here real quick, and then we'll come back.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, I don't know if that was dumb. Put me on the spot,
but yeah. So we'll be back in a little bit here. We're gonna make sure everything's charged, filmed up, and has some storage left on it and everything. Make sure nothing's dead and stuff like that. And we'll be right back. We might have a guest on. We might get Craig Brooks, our stepfather, on, and good guy. He just got back from Lake Ponce. They have a cabin up there, lake house. They're redoing their bathroom up there, so he's been up there all weekend and doing that stuff. So we'll see.
I think he'll be on.
Yeah, if we have him on, we'll get a little rundown of the details of the bathroom and the lake cabin and everything, and see how that's going. And yeah, just a great overall dude. Knows anywhere we go. Like we could be
knows everyone.
Like we'll be in a basketball tournament down in Iowa or down in Kansas, and somehow he'll run into somebody that he knows and spend an hour conversation with them. And we're like, first of all, how do you know this person? Second of all, you're spending an hour talking to this person.
He's a very talkative guy. He's just very genuine and very a nice person, man.
Oh yeah, for sure. So yeah, we'll be back in a little bit.
We'll be right back. So there's a list that came out within this past week of top 35 NFL wide receivers of all time.
Really? Okay.
Yep. And so, who do you think is number one?
Who do I think is number one?
Or if you
of all time?
If you had to guess.
By that list, I would probably say Jerry Rice.
That is correct.
Like of all time,
all time.
Yeah, but in my personal opinion, it's Randy Moss.
Okay,
but,
Randy Moss is 2.
Yeah. Okay.
And who do you think is number 3? Who do you think is number 3? I don't think you'd be able to guess this.
Michael Irwin?
No.
Chad
Ochocinco? No.
Not Chad Ochocinco. Not Chad. Calvin Johnson.
Nope. One more guess.
All time, dude. I'm not very good with all time. I don't know.
This guy is very out there, I would say.
Antonio Brown?
Yep.
Stats show it.
Yep, his stats do show it. He's best receiver ever. I think, I don't say ever, but like Steelers history, he's broken all those.
Oh, for sure. And yeah, probably one of the best ever.
I'll go through I'll go through the top 15, maybe 10. So we got Jerry Rice, number 1, Randy Moss, Antonio Brown.
That's crazy. 3. I'm surprised. Antonio.
Terrell Owens.
Not surprised, but like, yeah, T.O., Chad
Terrell
Johnson,
Owens.
Calvin Johnson. Like, all those guys are, I think, had better careers. I guess it is. Antonio Brown had a downfall of a career, like, towards the end. I mean, he was still putting up numbers, but it's just the way he exited.
So it's Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, Antonio Brown, Terrell Owens,
T.O.
At 4, Calvin Johnson at 5, Marvin Harrison, Larry Fitzgerald, Don Hudson, Julio Jones, and Steve Largent. Now, there is one kind of shocking one. Devontae Adams, 34.
Well, I mean, you got to think he's only been in the league.
DeAndre Hopkins, D-Hop is 31.
Mm-hmm.
And then 28, 29, Torrey Holt, yeah. At 28, and then Anquan Bolden at 29.
Yeah, there's some dogs on that list, but Julio, like to me, Julio should be, what is he at, 9? Is that what you said? 9 for Julio?
Yep, number 9.
You would think he would be higher, especially over, you said a name, not Larry Fitz, because Larry Fitz did his thing with Arizona.
He had the most catches without any drops.
Yeah. I mean,
or most catches in NFL history.
He's a sure catch no matter what.
It's like a safety net.
Yeah, I saw him on Sports Science, like when Sports Science was a TV show. He has like a 86-foot like catch range, like span radius type deal. Like it's nut in like any ball with like in this it was crazy.
Yeah. So now, like I just did receivers. We'll do tight ends.
Hey, no squeaking that. Come here. Tight ends.
Yep, tight ends. Who's number 1? You probably know.
Yeah, Travis Kelce.
No, Rob Gronkowski.
Travis Kelce.
No.
And then
more rings. Rob has more rings. Probably more touchdowns.
No.
Dude, he was a baller back when Tom Brady was playing with the Patriots. He was a baller.
Yeah, I understand that. I'm not taking anything, but
so Rob, and then number 2 is Travis Kelce.
But yeah,
number 3, which is surprising, I think number 3 should be ahead of maybe both of them, is Tony Gonzalez. He was a baller.
He's number 3.
Number 3. Like, how do you put? I get like Travis Kelce's young, he's balling out right now, but overall, all time, Tony Gonzalez is better than Travis. Overall,
I don't think so.
He was very good, but
yeah, no,
they're all 3 very great.
That's why it's the top list of all time.
Yeah,
and is Antonio Gates in there?
Number 4, Shannon Sharp.
Played
for Denver Broncos.
Yeah, but this dude he's on Skip and Shannon with he recorded or he did like a FaceTime or a Instagram live or whatever with his shirt off, or he posted pictures. Dude is jacked.
Yeah, he is.
Like unreal. He looks fake. Like that dude is huge.
But as you were saying,
I do like Skip and Shannon.
Number 5 is Antonio Gates. Number 6, Jason Witten. And then other ones like Greg Olson's kind of down there on number 12. Other than that, Vernon Davis, dude, 17.
Yeah, Vernon Davis was a dog. He's fat. He was fast. Like I used to play with him all the time in Madden.
How you doing, Craig?
Hey. What's up, Craiger?
No, he went outside.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of greats. What other lists are there? What are you even looking at?
NFL football.
Is that like a Twitter thing?
It's fake though.
Or just like their personal opinion on who the top 35
I think they actually came out with a list, but I want to bring this up too because they post a lot of good stats, and can we kind of touch on Antonio Brown, AB?
Yeah.
So the disrespect. I know he's got a lot of off the field issues.
I wouldn't say it's disrespect.
It is.
We don't, but he's disrespected all the fans, and like I wouldn't say we're disrespecting.
No, but let's just read this off here. I'm gonna read all of it. It might take a little while, but 4-time first team All Pro, 1 second team All Pro, a 7-time Pro Bowler, a Super Bowl champ, 7 seasons with 1,100 yards, 6 seasons with over 100 catches, 2-time NFL receptions leader, 2-time NFL receiving yards leader, NFL 2010 All-Decade Team, NFL receiving touchdowns leader in 2018.
Just dog stats, but we're excuse me. Where do
so if just kind of sum it up, this is one of the biggest stats is 12,291 yards and 83 touchdowns in 12 seasons.
Yeah.
And a lot of those happened within a span of 7 years with the Steelers.
Right. And where does Big Ben get brought up in that conversation? Because he was the one throwing the ball.
Well, yeah, he was, yeah. Big Ben's probably like I don't know, top overall, probably like top 15 quarterback.
Right. You should if there is a list on there, or like just type into Google top 15 all-time quarterbacks and see, or like just do a top 100 list, and and just see where just according to that article or whatever. But no, you have like all-time greats: Peyton Manning, Dan Marino, Steve Young, Tom Brady. Like you have all those are probably the top 4 right there, you'd think. Not Steve Young. I mean, Steve Young is up there, definitely top 10, but
I got to go all the way down because it's top 100, so I'm going to go.
Damn, what kind of article is that? Isn't there just a list?
This is Bleacher Report. Well, they talk about the statistics and everything like that.
Yeah, there should just be a list, though.
Okay. We'll do top 10 all time, according to Bleacher Report. I'm guessing Tom Brady's going to be number 1. Nope. Number 1, Joe Montana.
Joe Montana. Yeah,
Number 2, Johnny Unitas.
Johnny Unitas.
Number
for the
3,
Colts?
Yep. Number 3, Tom Brady.
Okay.
Number 4, Peyton Manning. Number 5, John Elway. Number 6, Roger Staubach. Number 7, Otto Graham.
Yeah, see, these guys are old as fuck.
Number 8, Dan Marino.
I guess not old as
Number
fuck.
Number 9, Frank Tarkington.
Yeah, Vikings, baby.
Is it Fran Tarkington?
Right?
Fran, I think. Number 10, Steve Young. Where's Aaron Rodgers? Brett Favre's number 11. No way.
Dude, did you see I mean, obviously you saw this wasn't new, but when Brett Favre got accused of...
Yeah, now he's suing what's his name? Pat McAfee.
For what?
For just, what's it called? Slander, like saying you're...
Defamation?
Defamation lawsuit, yeah.
Why? He stole from the welfare. Like, he stole wealth from, like...
Yep.
And like he texted this guy or his agent or whoever was doing this deal and said, if you give me this money, is the media going to find out?
Oh,
like,
they did.
Sent that
they
text.
did. So...
But I'm just saying he sent that text, so obviously he knew it was wrong.
Yeah.
What he was doing, and then he takes money from the poor or the less fortunate, the people that actually need it the most. When he's made over $100 million in his NFL career, he has to go and take money from people that need it the most. Which, yeah, it's sad and kind of pathetic, honestly. And I never had a bad image of Brett Favre in my...
I didn't either until now.
Right. And it just ruins his whole reputation and his legacy. And
speaking of legacies, can we kind of talk about this? I know it's switching sports, but still professional athlete. LeBron James. It's pretty impressive how he does not... he's been in the league, 18, 19 years? 20 years?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 20 years. And never got in trouble.
Right.
No, there's no negative spotlight on him because, and I think that's the way, if you are a professional.
Yeah,
he's the best resemblance.
He's definitely,
he's somebody to look up to.
Oh yeah, I mean,
and he's had the spotlight on him for not just NBA since he was 15,
younger than that. Yeah, he was he was playing on ESPN when in high school,
and he's still.
Yeah, you've seen More Than a Game, haven't you?
Yep.
The movie.
Yeah, of high school. Yeah.
Yeah. That was actually a great movie.
And the coolest thing is, part of not being getting in trouble and shit like that is he's still friends with his high school teammates. His one of his high school guys, he's part of his team.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he works for him or does a certain.
He probably does something for him. Role, yeah, he has a lot of things going on. He does the barbershop talk.
Barbershop, but he owns it. I mean, he owns a school. I promise.
Yeah, he has a lot of shit going on. So I'm assuming the people he came up with, they definitely have a job underneath.
No doubt.
Or have.
And I'm guessing they're
put in a position.
They're getting treated very.
Well, why would it's just like anybody who makes it to the top. Obviously, they're gonna bring their group with them.
Of course. Well, not always, dude. That's what I'm saying. This is
you find out who the real ones,
and it's pretty crazy from LeBron going from Akron, Ohio. Now he's always a good player. He's a great football player too.
I think I left my drink upstairs.
You drinking out of the bottle?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Good.
Some Andre.
You just spilt that shit all over. No, but I'm just saying it's very impressive. He said all that. He went from 0 to 100.
Look up fame. Okay, so go to.
You look it up, dude.
Yeah, I will. But I was watching Skip and Shannon the other day, and they were going over their top 10 all time. And it was pretty normal as far as their top 10 list. I mean, Michael Jordan, LeBron, not Wilt Chamberlain, but like those guys were in their top 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then the thing is, Shannon took out Shaquille O'Neal
and replaced him with who?
Steph Curry. Took out Shaquille O'Neal and replaced him with Steph Curry.
Not at all. 10. No, not at all. I think that's I don't know. I don't agree with that at all. But
Shaquille O'Neal was
Steph's a great shooter. He's probably the best shooter in the NBA ever. Yeah. But what Shaq did, you can't. It's not.
He was the most dominant player in the NBA.
Him dunking and bringing down the fucking whole rim.
Did you ever watch Shaq play like with the Lakers when they were winning?
No, I was young, dude.
Yeah,
maybe 5 years old.
You maybe saw him with like. Did you see him with the Celtics?
Yeah.
Did you watch him play with the Celtics?
Mm-hmm. That was towards the end of his career, wasn't
it? Yeah. So he played with like the Suns,
and he played for the Cavs too.
The Cavs, the Heat.
Yeah, I saw
the
that.
Celtics.
I was like 10, 12.
Yeah.
At that time, but no, I don't think I ever saw him play with the Lakers. With Kobe.
Hold on, I'm pulling this up.
What is that noise?
I think somebody just got in the shower. I'm serious. Yeah, some of the water. It sounds like a shower. Okay, yeah. So like, I just searched up. I literally typed into Google NBA top 100 greatest players all time. LeBron James is on his number 1.
Yeah, put some respect on that dude's name.
So yeah, no one's taking any respect away from him.
There's a few people that do.
I don't think they take away what he's done.
And majority of the people are people that haven't never. I mean, they've only seen highlights of Jordan. They haven't seen him actually play in a real game. Like
the youngins, yeah, they're saying like,
they've only seen highlights of Jordan.
But most of the time, they think LeBron is better than MJ. The young people.
Yeah, there's a few that It's
but then, so it goes LeBron and Michael Jordan, according to this article. LeBron, Jordan, and then Bill Russell.
No, I'd put Kobe in 3.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Like, okay. Jesus, I don't even see Kobe on here yet.
Yeah, those lists are like
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Wilt Chamberlain, Shaquille O'Neal, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Tim Duncan, Jerry West. I don't see that at all. Karl Malone, Hakeem Olajuwon.
But that list is not.
Right.
We don't need to go in the 20s.
Right.
Top 10.
But then you got KD, David Robinson.
Oh, dude.
Then Steph Curry, and then Charles Barkley.
Yeah.
So like, obviously these guys are great, but like
not all time. Like you bring up like Steph maybe all time. KD's good.
Yeah, KD.
Has he ever won he's won 1 ring or 2?
I think it was just
with Golden State.
2, I think, with 2. Golden State. Yeah.
Yeah, and he won one. Yeah, he wouldn't have.
Because he got just 1, I think, with Golden State. Because he got hurt. He tore his Achilles.
But he still was on the team.
But I don't think they won that year when he tore his Achilles. Because Klay Thompson got hurt like game 2, and then KD tore his Achilles game 4, and then I think they lost.
Yeah.
That was to the Cavs. To the Cavs.
Yeah.
And that's when they came back after 3-0. Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, so we'll wrap it up here. But yeah, again, just want to touch on if you guys do want to participate in the NCAA, the March Madness tournament challenge or the bracket challenge.
Put like an email or something that they can.
No, so it's just gonna be you're gonna download like the ESPN app or the ESPN app, and then I'll put a link in the description. We'll just take it. It will just take you right to the page where you log in, sign up for the league, and then
fill out your bracket.
It's
very simple.
Yep. And so if anybody wants to do that, if you want to partake, feel free to fill out a bracket. It'll be free, and then we'll probably the winner, me and Evan will save up a few dollars here.
Yeah. And $100 the winner.
Yeah.
And then I think that if the winner decides she wants to, can be on the podcast for an episode.
Yeah, I think that'd be a fun thing, and it gets you guys involved in everything. So we'll do that.
Absolutely.
Put the link in the description. But I think that would be, if we can get 40, 50, even 100 people, that would be
hundreds. That's a big number,
right. But it could happen.
At least 30. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I think it'd be pretty fun. And then it just gives us something to talk about every week. During that time, we'll probably be watching basketball all day, every day.
Yep.
At least for the first couple of rounds of the tournament, or the first couple of days of the tournament, because they start at like 10, so that'll be fun.
All day, throughout the whole day.
Give us something to talk about. But yeah, we'll be doing that. So link in the description on the bracket challenge. I don't have anything else, and
that's all I got.
So yeah, episode number 4, TEW Confrontational in the books. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. But until then, peace.